Hello and welcome everybody. I should be live. I should be going okay. Uh, I'm just kind of doing. I'm doing as I so wonderfully usually do. I do. That's what we're doing. So let me just get into today. What we are doing. So I've got to actually close out of some stuff before I begin. Because if we have any notifications, things could go south fast. So, yes. Starting soon. Image gone. Yep. Oh, of course. I forgot that you guys need to see chat. I am like 5. Hey, Azel, how you doing? Yes, I am live. I'm live, but I'm slow on the uptake. I'm like, I got everything ready. I got the thumbnail going. You can see my screen, but chat just fucking blip. Alright. There's that. And here's this. But yes, you do exist. So, as always, these streams do as they do. And I will be playing. Yeah, sometimes I play games, sometimes I don't. Today we're not. Today we're just doing some art. Today I'm drawing a person I'm trying my damnedest to get on this fucking stream called Nick Nocturne, also better known as his YouTube alias Nightmind. Hang on while I get some music up in the background. I wish I could do literally anything else to get, like, I don't know, to get some audio in the background without having to, scour around the fucking place. Yeah, I can't. Just gonna play some relaxing retro tunes. And I figure this is good music. The audio bitrate seems lower than 0. You recommend what? The only reason the audio is this low is because I don't have it fucking blaring. Ugh. Okay. Now I gotta make sure that this is up a little bit higher, so you guys can actually hear it. Do I sound okay, Azel? I hope I sound okay. I really hope I sound okay. Just kind of meh because of something that happened. Well, we'll have to talk about it in just a little bit. All right, I am all set up. How do I sound, everybody? How do I sound? Hope I sound okay. So I've had this. Okay, good. As long as I sound all right, because yeah. Some Battle Network music in the background. Of course, anybody can join the voice chat with me. All you gotta do is join the Discord in the link below and join the general voice chat. And, of course, you'll hear me live, yes. And you'll get to be a part of this commentary where it will stay on YouTube forever. Try not to be lewd. Anyways. I'm glad I sound good. I'm glad. So, today, I'm doing artwork of Nick Nocturne. He is a furry, a horror person who does a lot of horror content on YouTube, and he is absolutely lovely to talk to and meet. Honestly, I really liked meeting him, and I actually have a plush of his character. And so what I'm going to be doing is, because I couldn't find a good reference, and he didn't get back to me over nearly 2 or 3 weeks now of me asking for ref sheets, I'm just going to use the plush as a ref sheet. So yes, that's what we're doing. And once this is all done, of course, art will be on Discord and up on Twitter, so it'll be lovely. So, yeah. So what's up with you, Azel? What's up with you? Alright, we're gonna to start. Actually, I'm going to do a new technique where I use different brush than I usually do. I usually use the pencil, but lately I've been using the pen to just kind of go at it. Oh, how'd you get shut down, buddy? What happened? You know I worry about you from time to time. Stuff that's not YouTube friendly. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, either way, I'm sorry that happened to you. But you know what? You're always welcome here, and while... Yeah. Yeah. You're always welcome here. No one's getting shut down here. Trust me. I see enough people getting rejected all over the internet. I think I'm good with actually letting people have a voice and talking with them and just having a generally good time. As I've said before, some people are gonna take this out of context. I don't care what background you have, but here there's a couple rules that I do have. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about super, we don't get too lewd. And most of all, I let everybody say their piece. I don't care if you're a Nazi from Ireland or a Scotsman, a gay Scotsman looking for his next lover. I'll hear you through and through as long as we can have a good old laugh and be respectful of everybody around us. Because guess what? I might not agree with you, but you're still perfectly valid in my eyes because everybody can change. Some people like to say you can't change somebody. I say that's reductive. You can change. Everybody can change. Everybody can have a different viewpoint as they grow older and get older. So, I'm actually not gonna go with this pose anymore. That's right. You can change your poses too. That's something I've always really admired. Oh, but I should introduce myself. I'm Gavin Hi there to new viewers. I'm Gavin the Kitty Dragon, and this is my stream where today we're drawing. But in the next couple days, we might just be playing some more Sonic games because I've got some big plans for that. I've got some Mega Man uploads coming up, including a big old video. And to top things off for today, though, we're just doing some art. I'm trying to get some people on stream. I went and bugged as many people as I could, and I just could not, for the life of me, get anybody to join me today. And I think that has to do with everybody who I know who streams, Hey, Foxno, how you doing? I'm alright. Azel said he's doing kind of but you know what? I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking change this song. Let's see here. Anytime this image pops up today, we're still live. I'm just changing songs because, yeah, some music I just don't like, and it's not like things are bad. It's just that I prefer to play music while I'm doing doing stuff. So, don't mind it. Just don't mind the image. It's just me messing with stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So, Azel, you're perfectly valid here. Just as everybody else is. So, I think we're just about done with my first pose, and this is about as far as I can get with the first one. You know, I say Azel, but I know it's Azel, or is it Azel? I don't know. I'm shit at this crap. Names are just hard. All right, so first one pretty much done. So this next one is based on Nick and how I remember seeing him at the convention. Because guess what? Yeah. I even wanted to have, there is somebody else I want to have on stream too. There's a rabbit on Twitter. Or, well, he's a ram. Ram Bam, thank you, man, but I think rabbit every time I see a goat or a sheep, I'm just like, it's a rabbit! I'm like, it's not a rabbit. Why am I thinking this? Like, even when they asshole, you're not a rabbit, but I look at you and I go, bunny! I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. But, yeah. But how are you doing today, Foxina? Because my ears. Yes, you're just, you know. Well, if you've met me if you know a little bit about my background, you know that I am fascinated by small furries with small personas. Not small in the height difference. You could be way fucking taller than me. But like, oh, I've based it on a rabbit. Oh, I've based it on a small kitten. Oh, I've gotten this fursona, and it's a gerbil. It's just cute. And that's something I like. So the thing about Nick Nocturne is he's like a monster, right? He's a beast. And I would say the best way to be the beast is to have some height difference on you. Every time I see Nick, he's always wearing a suit, but like every piece of artwork that I've ever seen of me, he's like, oh, let's dress him in a purple fancy tuxedo. But when I saw him, he was in a punk rock attire that I fucking love. I dig shit like that. I love the punk rock and roll aesthetic. I love punk music. I love stuff like indie rock, like Weezer and Red Hot Chili Peppers, and yeah, I like songs like if you ever heard the song "All My Friends Are Metalheads," that's a good song too. We're just gonna. Go ahead. So that's the attire I'm going to put Nick in. And the background, I'm going to be doing a nice, a somewhat kind of different sort of thing, you know? I wonder how many viewers we've got going on right now. Yeah, 2. 2 for now is good. Sorry. My curiosity gets the better of me, and I can't just, like, easily check. I don't have a second screen going on right now, and OBS kind of sort of doesn't like it when I do stuff like that. But I'm doing kind of like a wholesome picture today. And as far as the horror element of this drawing goes, I'm gonna make it look like I'm in the void or something. Like we're in the void or something. Because here's the thing, he's like a monster, right? Like, that's the whole shtick. He's got 4 eyes. Who knows if the top ones are real or if the bottom ones are real. Or if they're both real. Like, that was something that he said to me. He said, like, sleep tight, like it's, like, the creepiest thing ever. And, like, I totally, like, yeah. So, some people have been sending Christmas cards to us, and mostly my boyfriend's, family. I don't mind, but, like, why did one of the cards just come open? Like, the envelope was ripped, somebody had clearly opened it up and looked at it. And if it's not a used envelope, then what the fuck? Did somebody just, like, take money out of it? But, because, like, okay, his grandparents are the same people where we moved out on our own, right? We got our own apartment and whatnot. And what did they do? They sent us stickers. Not like, oh, that's like useful. It's not like a sticky note. It wasn't like, oh, that's a cute sticker. That's something I could put on the car for like a decal. It wasn't money. It was literally like A+, bright shiny star that shimmers. It's like, thanks, but you do know that we're adults, right? It was one of those weird moments where I'm like, what the fuck? How old do they think we are? Alright, he's got pretty big ears, so... I was actually worried when I first met Nick. I'm sorry that I'm talking so much about him, but I figure I should probably go into a little bit of my history. So I have been a fan of Nightmind since he started. Like, that was something, like, I started watching him when I first saw the video, because I am a fan of a lot of horror content out there, and as far as me and his channel go, like, it was one of those things that I enjoyed watching to the point where I'd catch every new release. Like, every new video he put out, fuck yeah, I was there. Which makes me wonder if this video is going to get a copyright strike by him. Be like, no, you can't use me. Granted, he said I could draw him, but, like, live, I don't know if I don't really think... He'll probably, like, realize what the fuck I'm doing and be like, what the fuck? He'll see this stream and be, like, worried as fuck. Because I tagged him on Twitter. It was just like, hey, David, I'm drawing you. Want to tune in? And I tagged him with the link, so I'm like, I'm hoping. I should be having some people to join voice chat here in just a little bit. Alright, so the baseline is down. Now that we're past this point and we have a good structure for what we want to see, we can now go on to a bit of the background And for the background, I wanted to have sort of this abstract eyes that he's got, because he's got two sets of eyes, right? Oh, and this is going up with my photo I took of Nick Nocturne, so he'll know exactly who the fuck's drawing him today, and who wants him on stream. And if he's watching this video right now, which I really hope he is, I want you on for Resident Evil. I'm doing Resident Evil next month, and I'm going to find a way to drag you onto this stream so me and you can talk about Resident Evil and Silent Hill and all things horror, because god damn it, dude, you're awesome. Anyways, enough gushing. Enough of me gushing. Now I have a background layer, a base photo layer. We've just kind of gotten all of the right notes, right? I'm changing the music again, I'm sorry. So, now that we've got the base background down and good, we're gonna start a second baseline layer that adds a bit more detail. And for this, I am going to switch back to my regular pencil. Or no, you know what? I'm going to use this pencil. And we're going to use, like, a deep purple. So that, that way then we can tell it apart from everything else. So, we'll start with the one... We'll start with the one that I am a little bit more familiar with. You know what now? We are going to use my regular pencil, because I feel like that's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. And what this is going to allow us to do... you know what? Fuck it. It is PG-13. I can say the F-bomb. I can say a curse word. Mom. Anyways, fucking... I'm an adult, I can curse. I'm gonna use the regular pen. It sticks out enough, so. And what this layer is gonna be is basically give it some detail, give it some structure. Also, if you guys have any art tips or questions about my artwork, feel free to ask, or even just questions about the stream in general or about my day, because, like, I got yelled at work. I've got some work stories I need to tell. Especially from today. So, like, you know, I do these streams, right? I try my best to... entertain. But when it comes to an actual physical job... I fucking suck balls at actually, fucking doing it. Like, I'm good at my job, but, like, I'm bad at my job. I'm bad at showing up on time for my job. Because, believe it or not, I prefer doing YouTube to everything else I've got going on in my life. I think that it's just more fun. There's more things to say, more things to do. And instead of working the same boring-ass job, I want to do this. Because guess what? I actually have fun doing this. I get to pick what I do, I get to pick what I play, even if I'm editing videos together or, you know, streaming and whatnot, I'm still having fun. At the very least, I'm having fun, and it keeps me productive and my mind occupied. Because yesterday, I actually was having a spell of depression. How much are your commissions? That is a great question. So my commissions range from $20 to $45, depending on what you want. I generally save the $45 commissions to more complex designs and things with multiple whatnots. So basically things like ref sheets, which if you want to see an example of a ref sheet, there's a head reference sheet up in the top right corner of this video that you can look at. That is my art. That is very recent. That is a redone head reference for me. What about me and you? If I were to draw me and you, I'd charge probably about $35. Generally because, like, something like this, I would charge about 35 bucks for. Because what you end up getting is a full-fledged image and a, are you talking about that drawing that I did of her? Yes. I did that on a whim. That was for my own enjoyment and fun, but I read you, and I'm like, but something like that, if you're talking, okay, it depends on what you want. So what do you want out of it, I guess, is what I'm asking. Like, are you looking for something akin to what I drew of her the other day? Because that was what I did there. I would probably charge about $45 for something like that, just because there's not much of a background. $30 for that. Yeah, $30 for that. But if it has a background, I'll probably charge about $35. If you're looking for alternates and stuff, that's when we get into the pricier details, and that price it might skyrocket a little bit. But I generally charge about $35 for my artwork because I feel I'm at a level right now where I can get away with charging $35 and not feeling too bad. Oh! So do you just want from the waist down of that? With a headshot? Because for that, I'll give you 25-ish. It all depends on what you want, really. I'm no pickier. Okay, full body for both. A scene like that, which I can picture very well in my head, I'd probably charge about $35. Yes, I'd charge about $35 for that. It's my holiday pricing, you know? That's what I do. No, $35 is the price, but if you want to pay me $50, I mean, go right on ahead. I'll be more than happy to get started on it. It's not an art piece I can do on stream, but I'm more than happy to do that. And also, if I end up having a lot of fun today, I do have 2 other art pieces that I am willing to get done. I see. Well, it's a great help. Also, Azel, you said you were gonna get you wanted that Christmas list from me and Karmic, and you got that. I had a question about it. Did you end up forgetting about it, or did you end up actually getting me something? Because if you got me something, please let me know what it is, because I still, to this very moment, am concerned about about getting multiple of the same gift. Because I don't like returning gifts. I don't think it's right. I actually ended up... I... not got anything yet. Gotcha. So I can update that list, because I ended up accidentally picking up some of the things from that list in a depressive spell. Because you know what? Sometimes I just buy shit and not thinking about it. Like, I ended up getting one of the books on the list because I like Mega Man comic books. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And I ended up getting, like, a game or 2 on the list. And I was like, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just fucking waited. Do it by this weekend. I'll do it by this weekend. You wanted that list back in fucking November, boy. I got it to you in, like, August or whenever it was that you wanted that list. And you don't have to get me anything, to be perfectly honest. I'm just happy that I get to sell commissions to happy furries all over this planet. Okay, this track is a bit too depressing, and I know exactly where it's from. It's from an X game, I believe. X or Zero. Gateway. Yeah, that's X8. What about this? Maybe that's alright. Maybe that's alright. Yeah, it's an alright track. But yeah, I'll make sure to do it by this weekend. So yes, both characters are going to be fully clothed in this, but it is always here's good practice for you. When drawing clothing, this is something I learned from an art teacher. It's good to have a good reference of the body itself before you add clothes. Add clothing as if it is a part if it's being worn, not as if it's part of the body. So when it comes to drawing the clothing, do it afterwards. Now, I've gotten away for years with just doing whatever I please with my art, and like being like, yeah, whatever, and just kind of drawing the clothing right built into the character. In fact, you can see it on a lot of my art. A lot of my older hand-drawn artwork is like drawn like that, where it is all the clothing is a part of the body. All right, Fox, and I'll see you when you get back. Possibly I should have a co-commentator here in a little bit if they ever get done with their shower. Like, gosh. I wanted Trey on for this because I know he'd have a lot to say about art. Oh, I won't. Don't worry. I won't. I will not tell Mama. You're good. You're good. You're good. Well, my art was a surprise for her too, so was a little bit of a Christmas gift. Well, like I say, I don't give secrets, and for Christmas presents, I don't like to show them on stream for people who I know are going to be watching. But for things that I know that are going to be given pretty much right away, I don't have an issue with. That's why I have another two art pieces to do. One is an edit, and one is another thing. So I just have to find the time. Find the time. Yes. You can definitely tell. So when I removed all the layers, it now looks a little bit more realistic, a little bit kind of close. Honest to God, I'm gonna say it right now. I am probably about this. No, I'm a little bit more chubby in real life, but you know what? It's okay. You know, as well. How close is this to me in terms of the gut size? You know. You've got a good reference. You've seen me a couple times. Alright, and then for Nick, I'm going to use a different layer and do it right on top. Yes. Well, I'm glad you like it so far. Things are going to get a little bit more vicious as I continue sketching this, by the way. Just like me, yes. If you think I'm cute, I'll accept the compliment, but only because I've been conditioned to finally accept compliments. Not because I actually want to accept it. One, two, three. Okay, so this claw's gonna be a bit longer, and this one's gonna be about as short. What, do you mean you get a little slimmer, or what are you talking about? Or do you mean put your hand on my shoulder? Because you can do that. That's not hard. You just come up to me and, like, tap me on the shoulder and go, hey. Because, like, I don't care if you do that. I am literally the dingbat who is like, fuck yeah. Tap me on the shoulder. Oh, if only you can get conditioned. It has taken many years for me to be able to accept a compliment at all. To be perfectly honest, I haven't begun accepting compliments properly. Oh god, pretty much all my life. My entire life I've been basically... Pretty much all my life I've... There was a time when I was really young where it was like, it was alright. But as I got older, and things grew bleaker in my mind, you know, I was less and less able to accept a compliment. And then as I've grown into the relationship I have, I've gotten a little bit better at accepting it, but it's still tough. And Karma can even tell you, if he says a compliment to me, I don't do the best at accepting it. I deny it oftentimes. And, like, it's not because I don't appreciate the compliment, it's because I personally don't believe it. Well, what I was told, what I was told from the moment I was a little kid was that my father did not give a shit about me. I was told that he did not care, he did not love me, he did not want me. As I got older, I found that, yeah, that's pretty much correct, but for some reason it grew into my mind that because he didn't love me, I should love myself. And in some respects that still pops up here and there. Like, it's very small, it's few and far between, but, like, it still lingers, you know? I've got my own daddy issues, you know. Granted, I was also told a lot of things by my mother that I found out are true, you know. Because believe it or not, you know, my sisters told me some things about my parents, and some of it disgusts me to this day. And you'd think, oh, it can't be that bad. It's like, no, it's not as bad as what Karmic had, but it still makes me feel odd. It's like, oh, did my parents really actually go on all those dates when I was little, so my sister had to watch me? Seems like that's the case. That's the story I've been told. But is it the truth? I still to this day have no idea. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. It's, sorry, just making sure that the audio is still running well, because I moved the microphone. But, you know, it's one of those issues where it's like, I shouldn't have the thought that my parents don't love me. But, you know what? It still pops up. It's still in my DNA. It's still in my mind. It's still going, but they didn't want you. Because, you know, I was the last kid to not be planned by them. My little brother was planned from the start, which really pisses me and me off at least a little bit. Because it's like, how did you not plan to have a kid? I don't know. being straight is weird, and I'm still concerned about it. Like, that's just weird. Like, how the fuck do you not plan to have a kid when you obviously are attempting to have a kid? Like, what the fuck? Anyways. Part of me kind of wishes that I didn't have a dad growing up, but part of me is like, but you kind of sort of did. So fun fact about my Sona, you might notice that I'm drawing claws on Nick's hands here. My Sona has his front claws clipped. This is a fun fact for me and a personal introduction to my life. What is your response to accidentally having a kid? I have to know. Does it involve toast and aborting it? Because, like, that is... Like, fucking cancel the toast, click. Like, that shit's funny to me. Ah, yes. Unless the contraceptives didn't work, then... Plasma TV. I expected to have a normal childhood where I would get to learn things and grow up with friends. Not a messy divorce where my parents were fighting and bickering with each other long after the divorce had ended. That was what I expected. Now we're back over to Star Force music. I actually really like Star Force. We're gonna play the Star Force games eventually. I actually have plans to. But, I'm gonna draw Nick kind of slim, because he's a slim boy. He was like a string bean, and personally, I really wanted to talk to him more, but I really didn't get to. And it made me sad, because, like, I don't know if I actually stuck out in his mind or not. Because I'm like, I want to stick out in people's minds, but I don't. Sometimes, some people I just blend into the background for. Which is weird, because I'm like, I try my hardest to stick out and be my own. And some people... I stick out in their head quite a bit, and it really surprises me. Like, fun fact, like, Xander the Blue. I stuck out in his mind, I still have no idea how I did that. So... we're just gonna round that out. I like the look of the shoulder, but it's, like, too high. The shoulder got high, man. And you're going probably right now, why the fuck are they naked? Because I haven't added the clothes, and because this is not the final sketch. This is just a general outline for what it will look like. The next step is to go in with the black. And for this, I use a different pen altogether. This time I'm going to be using this pen right here. It's right after this one. Essentially, this one's for fine-tuned penning, and this is basically more of the same, but it looks a little bit different, so it's what I'm using. So, what we're going to do is we're on this top, just kind of go over my lines, fixing any mistakes. And this is good practice. Just doing a sketch over and over and over again, even if you're just tracing over top of it like this, it really does help to improve your skills and make your art piece look better in the long run, because you're taking more time out of your self to really fine tune that craft.
it's weird. I feel snuggly around people that are like complete and total strangers, and some people can find that strange, but I find it weird, but I don't find it like that weird out of the norm, because like that's who I am, and that's who I've become. It's strange, right? Like my own family at home, back up in that small town I call home. I don't feel as at home as I do at a furry convention just hugging strangers. I feel more at home in at with random people just being embraced as like normal. It's weird. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna add more definition. I'm gonna pretend that the eyes work and kind of draw in their own thing. So what we want to do is kind of connect everything. For fur, I find it easier if your pen just kind of flows. When it flows from one line to the next, you get nice, smooth, easy transitions. Alrighty, well, we'll see you around, Azel. Make sure to tell your friends that I'm doing some art. And we'll talk about that commission a little later, okay? And as for the reference, it will be more useful later on in the sketch. Oh, did I ever actually end up posting the link in the... I didn't! What am I doing? I'm actually live and I didn't post the link in the chat. Boy, what'd I do? What did I do? I fucking fucked up. That's what I did. So now there's like an hour of content that people in my family chat that won't get to see unless they rewatch this or watch it later down the line. I said I feel more at home in that should put your mind at ease, you know. Total strangers in animal costumes. Like that's normal, right? Like that's totally the way it should be, right? I'm gonna find more relaxing Mega Man music for the meantime. I'm gonna put my image up. Give me a second. Like I said, whenever this image pops up on stream, what's going on? Stream is healthy. Stream is poor. What happened? All I did was change tabs for a moment. The stream says its bitrate's fine for OBS. Is YouTube fucking up again? Okay. Now it's saying stream is healthy again. What the fuck?
Alright, I guess that's what we get, right?
It's what you guys signed up for. Just an attempt at some art.
So, as for a reference of what to put Nick Nocturne in, I'm actually going to look up pictures of him in that punk rock outfit and use that as a basis for what I want to put him in, because that's what I want him to look like, because that stands out in my mind as just being the coolest outfit ever. I go with a much more subdued outfit. But you know what? He did not, and that's cool. Oh, we're over to some Legends music. I love Mega Man Legends. I actually have a cassette tape of the Mega Man Legends 2 soundtrack. And if you guys didn't know, that soundtrack is the fucking bomb. I love that soundtrack. It's so good. It's so good. So, grazie! Anyways. It's just fucking great, you know? Okay. I'm actually starting to hurt ever so slightly. So apparently he does. Nick actually runs his own fur convention, and I'm really wanting to go and just kind of exist. Oh my god, this is so much higher quality than my phone. Just this reference image I have. So I'm trying my damnedest to be first in line to get my fursuit made by a certain creator. Of course, I still want Dakin and them to give it a shot, but I also can see it not turning out the best if I don't have multiple people working on something. Because I'd like to learn from everybody to see how they do this. I'm going to do a little bit of modifications myself to this design. I hope you don't mind. And if you do, I'm so sorry. I want to give it a high right. My name must fall before there is peace. Now tell me peace for all. Tell me what was I wrong before I get to the end of this. The ending song, was I wrong? This is the ending song. This is the... Thank you for playing. Got little stud marks along the side. But now the jacket you had on was fucking cool as shit. I like my jacket personally, but you got a style, man, and that is what counts. If anybody else has a style, you know. I'm just a gay furry, you know. I've got a style, but it's not like a style that everybody gets. My style is essentially I
I wear a generic jacket with no fucking marks on it and call it a style. So I did some fursuit repairs yesterday, or day before yesterday, and they turned out really well, I think. And of course, I want to learn more fursuit stuff, because I feel the more I know about how to maintain and work with suits, the better off I'm going to be in the future. Especially since, fursuit maintenance is basically how I learned how to sew in the first place. Like, I didn't know how to sew before I went to fur conventions and had Karmic made. Like, that is something that is odd, right? Like, how the fuck did I not know how to sew? I literally made a 3D fucking... I literally had my mom help me out with making a Pac-Man shaped 3DS case for my DS Lite. Like, that shit was cool. I don't know what happened to it. But it was cool. So I'm going to combine a little bit of that overcoat with the rest of... So on this little plush, he's wearing like an overcoat vest style thing. Like a vest with a shirt underneath. So I'm going to combine that with the punk rock aesthetic he got going on here to make one snazzy looking cat. Because believe it or not, I actually really like snazzy things. I like dapper. I like wearing like fancy shit. But as far as fancy shit go, I actually, you know what? No, I do. I really do want to do. So there is a thing that I've wanted to do once I get my suit head and everything. I want to do. It's part of the video. That's kind of part of the reason I want the suit head. But the other reason I want the suit head is because it's got I've got a certain idea of something I've wanted to do for a while, which is go and I can't fucking speak. I gotta change the music because it's fucking with my head a little bit. But is okay. Where are we at? We're at 9 minutes into this. Okay. This will be fine. This won't be fine. This isn't the original, so I can't play. Some of these I'm actually scared about playing because it's like I want to play some Mega Man music, but I am also worried about copyright and copyright holders and copyright strikes and claims and all the fun stuff. Yeah. You know what? This works. I'll play some Mario Kart music. But essentially, I've always wanted to do a very dapper sort of dressed up feel. For a video where I'm just in a suit and I'm in a suit, you know?
But yeah, no. Feel free for you guys to talk and chat. I just dropped the cat onto the mouse, onto the keyboard, not the mouse. What the fuck am I talking about? Just dropping the plushie. It's what I do. It's like, it's my reference. It's also fucking getting thrown on the fucking floor because I'm bad at holding things. Okay. Down. Okay. Now, when I take away that line set, and that line set, Nick's got an extra hand. Woo! Sweet. So, time to continue. So, for the next one, I'm back! You're keeping a smile, kitten? I am trying my damnedest to keep a smile. You know, it can take a little bit. I'm just glad that I've got some people who are willing to watch and whatnot. But no, this is essentially just me showing my appreciation for another creator here on YouTube, and because I met them, it makes my day, and I've wanted to do this piece for a little while. I had a couple ideas floating in my head, and this is the one that I came up with, and I figure immortalizing my opinions on YouTube is another good thing to do, because guess what? I want him on my YouTube channel at least once. I don't even care if I'm on his. I just want him on my show just one time, just so we can hang out and, you know, talk about some horror content, because I absolutely I love horror content. Oh, you know what I didn't get to explain? I didn't get to explain why I don't have claws on my hand. But, so, when I was growing up, I had cats. I had 2 cats growing up, and then I had one more right before I moved out. My mom got another cat. Oreo was like the best cat ever, best kitty. He went above and beyond. As like he is my furry for a reason. There's a reason I'm a cat. My personal cat growing up, Oreo, was probably that reason for it. He was fully grown when we got him, and he lived until I was about 17. So he was well above his way. He lived a long and full life, and absolutely lovely kitty. But when I was a kid, like, I don't know, 3, he used to hop in the crib with me, and some people would say, oh, that's a bad thing, because cats will
snatch like babies' bottles or try to kill the baby to eat them. Oddly enough, no. My Oreo liked to hop in the crib, lay down next to me, and just purr. Just relax. Hey, Fevry, how you doing, bud? I'm just talking about one of my old cats that I used to have growing up named Oreo, and it's part of the reason I am my Sona is a cat today, so aside from the personality that I have, really matching up with a cat. But, you know. We just gonna call February? Like, is that just your name now, bud? Is that what we're doing, Foxo? I don't have any issues as long as he doesn't mind, but like, what? That's your new name for him. Cool. So long as he doesn't mind. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the music because this is getting monotonous. Like, I don't mind Mario Kart music, but I am... Yeah, I can't keep doing that. Can't keep listening to that. This is alright, though. But my cat Oreo, he used to climb in the crib, and while some people would say that is a bad thing to have your cat do because your cat will try to suffocate your kid and try to eat the corpse or whatever, which I've heard. I've also heard that cats try to take bottles away from newborn children to drink the milk. My cat did neither of those things, and just liked to sit there and purr. Oreo was a fat cat, and he knew it. He knew he was big, but he was very soft. He was black and he was white, and he was a great friend all the way through and through. He always followed me up the steps on my right side. He never would stay on my left. He didn't like it. It was strange. I always noticed that he was like, I'd walk up the steps, he'd follow me up the steps on my left side. So I was like, that was weird. But, you know, I don't mind. Fuck it. He's like, I guess you could say he is my right-hand cat. But, you know, Oreo was a great cat. I still have some pictures of him. Oh, she didn't like back scratches. Oreo liked all sorts of pets. He would settle for just about anything, as long as he was getting attention. He liked to watch TV, and I know it sounds weird to say like, oh, the cat liked to watch TV. Yes, the cat liked to watch TV because my cat. Why am I drawing fur on the arm? It's a fucking jacket. But my cat was very content to watch anything on TV. Whether it be me playing a video game or just some random TV my mom was watching, as long as he had a couple back scratches, he'd watch anything. He learned how to mimic human speech enough, and he understood a couple words. So I eventually
got it to the point where he could say a couple, like, you know, rudimentary things, like food and no, and yes. But that was about it as far as what he could understand, or as far as he could. And it wasn't really later until we kind of realized that Oreo would just kind of have conversations with all of us. But, so the reason my character has foot claws, but no back claws, is because Oreo and Felicity, the other cat that we had, always they were neutered, and spayed and neutered, I think is the term for it, but they were but what they did was we had the front claws trimmed and the back claws weren't. So I figure, well, if I'm a cat, then I've got to have my front claws trimmed, but my feet are good. Well, that's pretty sweet. Alright, now it's time to add my... Time to add my earpiece. Now, some people have asked me, why do I have a earring? Because I've always wanted an earring, not a piercing, but a magnetic one. I always wanted to get a purple magnetic earring. And I have a couple in mind that I want to get, but I want to get the same style that's here. Granted, my job of choice doesn't really help with wanting to have jewelry, but there we go! There's the background image that we have. Now then. Let's see if I can... So I'm gonna do a couple things here. So give me just a little bit. First I gotta save, and... First I gotta save, the next thing I gotta do is change the music, so we're hiding the screen for a little bit. Don't worry, I'll be right back to it. But how have you guys been enjoying the stream so far? I'm genuinely curious. You said, I guess Oreo is why you like... I am neither here nor there with that statement, that assessment. You just got on. I know you just got on. I'm glad you're here. We're just doing some sketchies. Doing some sketchy wetchies. Just, that's what we do. I recently put up some acoustic paneling and I ran out of adhesive, so I hope it sounds a little bit better in here, but I haven't had time to put all of the panels up. I've got some put on the other room. I've still got some that I gotta put on the wall, some put on the back. The wall to my right, the wall on my back, and the wall right in front of me. So it'll be less echoey by the time I'm done, but I need to buy more adhesive and... Adhesive. And for those just joining in, you know, I'm still live. I'm still doing my thing. I was hoping somebody could... Alright, Foxino. Stop it before I have Furry time you out. But, like, no. Okay. So for coloring, recently I've been using the marker, and I think that's what I'm going to do here as well. And what I like to do is I just do a quick overview of all of the bits that I know the colors for. And then I clean it up afterwards. So first up is Nick's coloring. Of course his fur is black, but I want to still be able to see the line work, so we use just slightly lighter than the outline. Thank you. You can be lewd later. I don't mind it, just not right now. But yeah, this is a gift for somebody who I'm trying to get on the stream, trying my damnedest, messaged on Twitter, said some things, and now I'm just like, waiting. But after this, I have to... Of course, this isn't the only piece that we'll be doing today. We've got more along the way. Hope you don't mind the Hilltop Zone music. I really like Hilltop Zone. We might play some Mystic Cave next. You never know. I'm also going to change some colors for the sake of being able to see things clearly. So, here's another thing I like to do. I like to take my regular pen tool and turn it into an eraser. So that way then I can erase in more hard-to-reach fine-tuned areas. Like up around this neck scruff and whatnot. Really lets me go get into where I need to be. But no, I asked Nick to send me his ref and he didn't, so I'm using a plushie, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to have a proper ref sheet to use while I did this. So I'm using a plushie and pictures of his fursuit, so... This is what you get, Nick. This is what you get when you don't say nothing. Please don't be upset. I do this all out of love and desperation that you'll join me on stream eventually. Granted, I also want Kite back on the stream, and that's fucking a pain in the ass, because guess what? Kite's always busy, and he's on the other side of the fucking United States, so... You got, like, 4 options there, so good luck, buds. Good luck figuring that one out. Okay. Mystic Cave up next. Might as well. But I have plans to do Sonic 3 tomorrow. Just think that'll be fun. Because I know you guys have been enjoying the Sonic content on the channel lately, and I want to keep the hype going for that, because I just need to break up the monotony every now and again with a little bit of art, a little bit of commission selling. Because that's right, if you are enjoying at all the work that I do on these art pieces, you can get one for yourself. By messaging me at the Discord, links in the description, you can actually, get your own piece of art. And if you aren't sure when to contact me, just shoot me a message. I don't bite. Get hyper, everyone. Hyper. Because I might call it the Hypersonic stream, you know. You never know. You know, it might be Sonic 3, but it also might be Sonic 3, so...
I haven't said shit because it might be Sonic 3 or it might be Sonic 3, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll be in for a treat if when we do that one. Oh yeah, how did you guys think about yesterday's Sonic stream where we did 3 different Sonic games? I had fun with that. I want to do more stuff like that in the future. G. Nicholson. I'm guessing that's a bot. I mean, if a bot's here, I don't get it. Why the fuck do bots always show up on my streams? Why do bots show up on all streams? I think it's a spam bot, but I'm not going to question it. It's harmless for right now, so we'll leave it at that. If you want, it's up to you. Not gonna question it. It's all up to what you choose. I think it's harmless for right now, but I'm sure the link that it has produced is not harmless. So I'm sure it's malicious. So, but as far as for the viewers at home, I'm sure it's fucking harmless because guess what? You can't click the link after it's already uploaded. It just exists on a stream. Oh yeah, Foxno, could you please post the Discord link that's in the description into the chat? I want to allow for as many people that are watching at home to anonymously click that link as possible without having to get their eyes off the video. So I heard it's finals week for a lot of people. I might not be in school anymore or in college at all, but you know what? I can say this much. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I wish all of you the best in your academic careers, and I hope it doesn't bite you in the ass. I really hope everybody passes. That'll be getting stoked if like everybody in your class passes, right? Granted, nobody knows if I'm talking directly to anybody specific, because I'm really not. Well, kind of. So at my work, we have this girl named Brooke. And so this ties into my work, and what I was going to start getting into. So, at my work, there's this girl named Brooke, and she's great, she's really nice, she's really sweet. But it's her final week, and she's freaking out about it, right? Well, it just finally ended for her. And she's ecstatic, and I guess she overslept her alarm because she didn't show up for work until way late. So basically, she slept through her entire shift, and to make up for it, she came in and just worked all day. Yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you for that, Foxnote. But she came in and worked her whole shift. Well, some of the people in the place were, fucking pissed. Why didn't she come in? Why didn't she come? She fucking overslept. She's still in school. Leave her be. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's right to make fun of somebody. So I kept my mouth fucking shut. In fact, I really think Brooke is a very sweet, kind young lass. But, whatever. They can be rude and mean if they want. Well, then we get our comeuppance for the day, and I'm really hoping that nothing comes of this because, most people at my work are vaccinated, including myself. But, thanks. But we had an old lady come through the drive-thru. She got her card back, and the old lady goes, "Might want to wash your hands. I'm quarantined. I'm being quarantined for COVID, and I'm thinking, the fuck is wrong with you? Order DoorDash and leave it at your fucking door, dumb lady. Like, what the fuck? Why are you causing problems? You're gonna get us shut down. Well, Brooke is handing out this order, and she immediately is just like, all right, fuck this, and washes her fucking hands. and she goes and tells me, you know, I got COVID two fucking times before this. I really don't want it a third time, because the third time happens, it's natural selection at that point. And I was like, okay, I guess it'd be natural selection. And then she goes, but not if dumbasses like her come through the fucking drive-thru again. And I get it. It's like, well, no, you're absolutely right. That wouldn't be natural selection. That'd be natural dumbass. That'd be natural stupidity. But regardless of what this lady said, I asked Brooke. So I was like, so are you happy that you survived COVID and got to see this middle of COVID world where we're almost out of the thick of it, but not quite? And she just goes, I'm kind of indifferent. And I'm just like, yeah, it makes sense. But we're kind of chuckling about it. She gave me full permission to tell this story. By the way, I'm changing your jacket to a blue leather because can't see it if I can't see the details if I don't. Plus, I kind of want to mix up the coloring a little bit here because, you know, I just think it'll be really nice. I think it'll look spiffy. Also, I can do stuff like this, and you'll never see my... I won't have to erase parts of it, because it'll just be hidden from view. But she's, like, indifferent, because it's like, COVID didn't kill her, but she still had it 2 times. Because it's like, that sucks. Because prior to her, I really hadn't known anybody to have COVID, ever. Her, you know, this is a young girl with a bright future, and I'm thinking, why the fuck does she get COVID? She's nice. Like, this is a nice person. Like, that should not be happening to a nice person. COVID should happen to, like, mean people. Like the previous president, or you know, like, just assholes. Shouldn't happen to nice people. Nice people don't deserve that. So the fact that this old fucking bitch tries to come into a fucking Tim Hortons and give us all COVID, thanks. Thanks. You're gonna shut our business down, and then nobody will have a fucking job, and we'll all be pissed off and sad because while our management makes more money than we will ever see in our entire lives because, you know, management hates us, they refuse to pay us anything if we get COVID, so. They also refuse to pay us anything if we get sick, or even pay us more for the inflation of the economy lately. So we're stuck just making, you know, bare fucking minimum. Because that's the world I live in, and it sucks. But it's okay, I make the best of it. That's why I stream. That's why I have fun. But aside from my my workplace being kind of dumb, how's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying the stream so far? It was okay. It's just okay. I see. Yeah. Kinda, sorta. It was actually pitch black, like a dark color, and I'm just doing my best to give it some of the look that it had, but in blue, because some color differences would make for a very nice picture. Yeah, I've been playing Sonic music throughout this stream. I've been playing Mega Man and Sonic music because I feel like it fits. I don't know. Because I like Sonic music and I think it'd be fun to play Sonic music. Including stuff like Red Mountain, which is something I'm going to be playing for right now. Because I really like the sound of it. So yeah, Sonic music. Do a bit of that. Another layer. Put it down lower. And with that, bada boom, bada bang. Nick Nocturne is almost done. I just gotta add a couple more colors. Oh, and there goes the mouse. Alright, okay. So, how
how do I do this? So purple. And with that, Nick Nocturne is colored. I don't know how I managed to do that so fast, but you know what? We're still going. And it's looking a little better every second. Let me do a double check here, see if anybody else, if I've given it enough time to see if anybody actually wants to join still. All right. I'm going to add the rest of these layers down here. Alright. You know, I go for my own style of punk rock here. A little bit different. A little bit different. A little bit more colorful. I really am hoping you guys are actually enjoying this because I need topics to discuss right now, and I am, with chat not saying anything, it's making me worried that I'm not entertaining enough. I was once told that because my hair is rainbow colored that I looked like a Rastafarian, and I was like, where the fuck did you get that from? Now you're just pulling shit from a hat. Like, stop it. I'm a prism. I'm a prism boy. Alright. So my character's got a sort of blended look to it. Hey, Jan, how you doing? Welcome. I'm still streaming. I need people for voice chat. I desperately need people for voice chat right now because I'm running out of topics for discussion. Yeah, I know, Fox. I know your only topic is lewd right now. Because you're a raunchy boy.
But you're alright. I'm just really hoping somebody stops in at some point. Anybody. Links to the Discord is in the description. You can join voice chat anytime, people. Anytime I stream. And in particular, right now is a great time to join in because we're not saying anything and it would allow me to cut the music off so that we could actually talk. Wait, is somebody here? Oh, somebody's here. Who's here? Who am I welcoming to the stream?
It is Eon.
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to this chaos. I'm glad you're here. We're just doing some art, so you know.
Looks good.
Thank you. I'm doing this for a person I want to have on the stream. Hopefully in January if he's not too busy and if I can convince him.
I can hear you twice.
Well, then don't play the video recording while you're. Don't play the video's audio then. If you can hear me twice. Oh, and as far as me being nervous when I met him, I was nervous because like he's one of those people where I had really idolized him. Like I thought he was super fucking cool. I'd watched his content a bunch, and I was like worried that maybe, well, my social skills had kind of devolved since COVID, and I was worried a little bit that I would have worried him and creeped him out. But it went well. It went all right, and I walked away thinking I might have a new friend in the future who is really fucking cool. So. And a little bit scary. Sorry, I'm answering a question from chat. So that's why I was nervous when I met Nick Nocturne. Which is who we have been drawing today.
Interesting.
So, you know. Aside from my weird tangents and thoughts, how are you doing today, Eon?
Well, considering I built the table today for my Agri class.
Ooh, nice. Did you leave the keys up on said table?
No.
Then did you grab a brush and put a little makeup? But why'd you leave the the keys up on the table? Because you wanted to.
Oksana asked why he is scary.
Have you not seen Nightmind? Have you not seen his content?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Have you seen him, Eon?
Mm-mm.
No? You should. He's got some really good horror-based content.
Oh, that's where you will catch me there because I'm too much of a scaredy cat.
You're what? You're too much of a scaredy cat. Oh. Well, I mean, we're cats, and I don't think we're scared, so.
Well, foxes are skittish.
But what?
Foxes are skittish most of the time.
Yeah, but you would probably still enjoy his content. Because it's like chilling horror. It's not so much of a in-your-face jump scare. It's not. It's more or less what lurks in the shadows is is a little bit creepy and and it's gonna put you a little bit on edge, and that's about it. It's not like Paranormal Activity where it's like trying to scare the fuck out of you with like random pop-ups like you're 5. It's a slow burn, a slow build. It's content that really sticks with you, and if you want to watch his content, I'd say go for it because it's fucking great. He's one of the reasons I got into YouTube in the first place, especially after I saw his Sona and was like, I could do something akin to that. And you can really tell with the way I talk when I'm on stream, it's a little bit different than when I'm off stream. But, you know.
Mainly because I know how you are off stream.
Mm-hmm. Off stream, I am a little bit different. A little bit, not much.
We know.
Well, you should still watch his stuff because it's good content.
I will indeed do that.
I'm talking more to Fox and about it because, you know. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's one of those people who I want to have on stream, and I want it to last a little while. Because it'll be a set of videos where I'm gonna be playing through Resident Evil, and I asked him beforehand if he'd want to join me for it. He said sure, but I've been trying to get in contact with him so I can plan it out a little better, so that way then it's not like conflicting with his schedule, or if he's only on for like a fraction of the amount of time I'm actually playing the game. So it's just hard to get a hold of certain people, and I get it. Everybody's busy. I just wish that I was able to get a hold of people when I could get a hold of people. Because it's not like because believe it or not, I look at everything that I see on social media when I have the chance to.
Yeah, I wish I could be on stream more, but with my stuff, I just can't all the time.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
I said I would love to be on stream more, but just with all my stuff, I can't.
You're fine. You don't have to be on stream more. It's okay. It's not like I'm holding you hostage here. It's literally just, hey, I'm live, want to hang out. And that's what the art streams are. It's not so much a hey, I'm playing a specific game, come and ask questions about the game. It's literally just, hey, you want to come and talk and hang out and chill for a little while for like a couple hours while I draw this thing in the background. And you know, art people, they'll sit and watch these streams and analyze the fuck out of what I'm doing, and you know, determine whether it's good, whether it's bad, you know, this, that, and the other. But the normal people who would regularly watch this kind of content, or who regularly watch my content, it's more or less just a relaxing afternoon. Relaxing afternoon with a cat.
Say, well, you know how I feel about your art. I think your art is amazing every time.
Yeah. But I'm still saying, you know, it's relaxing afternoon as I draw some art.
Indeed.
For those joining us from Twitter, welcome. I don't know if I've actually got any new viewers yet, but I'll have to take a look in a moment. Okay. Last but not least, we're coming up to the final colors before I start the background, which my backgrounds tend to be a little bit more abstract because that's what I like to do. And I'm always nervous about doing more abstract backgrounds because some people don't like them, some people do, and sometimes even I think they look a little childish, but I like the way they look. I like the way they turn out. So, because it gives it its own feel. It's not like anything else you'll see on the internet. So, unless you're like heavily looking for parallels to Yoshi's Island, like Like, you won't find anything like the backgrounds I do on the internet. Unless you're, like, really, really looking for it. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Why is it gray?
You're doing some amazing work. Alright, Gavin, I wish I could stay until longer, but I can't.
You're alright. Thank you for joining me.
Alright, but just saying, everyone in chat gets a virtual boot before I leave. Goodbye.
Yes, yes. And that was all Eon wrote. Okay. And with that, most of everything is colored and finished. And all I gotta do now is add the completed background layer. So what we do is, I take this, and I take a big brush, a brush that's got like... And before I start, I actually have to clean up the coloring job on my fur a little bit. What did I just do? That's what I did. You know, I'm having issues here. And here we go. Hope you guys are enjoying this. It's starting to actually come together and get finished up. I know I'm not the most talkative cat in the world, but when it comes to artwork, I like to focus a little bit. That's why I try to have co-commentators on for this style stuff, but I just couldn't for this one for whatever reason. I just couldn't get people to join me. How was it like being black for a bit? Can I say confusing? Can I say confusing? I hope nobody gets me in trouble for this crap. Certainly would what? Get me in trouble for it, or... would also say it's confusing. Thank you. That's all I got. It's confusion.
You know what? No. I'm like, should I smoothen these out, make them look more round? You know what? Adds to the mystery of it. But there we go. We got this done. Now, give me just a moment to check what's going on. Alright. Yep. But I think we're going to call it here. That's about 2 hours of my day. That's about good enough for me. So I'll leave you guys off with the piece of art that we have created today, being a picture of me and Nick Nocturne, reminiscing on my time of Midwest Fur Fest and my hopes for the future of this channel. You know, as I do. I really like how this came out, even the tiny bit of purple that popped up around his little waistcoat there. I just really, really like the way this is. But yeah, no, I'm really hoping that Nick gets to see my channel and see this piece of artwork on Twitter. I'm really hoping he finally gets back to me, and maybe we'll do some Resident Evil in January. But as for the rest of this month, I'm hoping to do some more Sonic games next time, whenever next time is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming around. Yeah, that's all I got. Have a lovely rest of your day. Make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord, you know, all the fun stuff. And don't forget to smile. Have a lovely rest of your day. Good night, everybody.